Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I'm just going to put it out there that I am a little bit unwell again, hence why I sound the way I sound. I've just got this sinus infection that has come back. It's really weird. Before I left, I think my last YouTube I had this as well, and it went before the show. And then I flew, and I don't know if I caught something on the flight or whether it just hadn't completely gone, but it came back. So just putting it out there that I am still unwell. We are now 4 days post show from Alicante, where I placed third out of over 21 people. I can't even remember how many athletes there were at this point, honestly I can't, but placed third place, which some people, well, it is a regression in placing. Obviously I've had 2 second places and then I've come third.
25, Harry Sexton.
She's been doing a very long season this year. She's competed in Texas, she's competed in Florida, and she was third at the Europa Pro, and she was running up last weekend in Italy.
She was runner-up.
No, in the pit parade.
She just missed out last weekend, and she's gradually got better. You know, her presentation, she's brought it up, and you know, it's good to see her back fighting for that Olympia. A lot of people might become discouraged. You know, they come third, they come second. You know, and that. Sometimes that becomes too much for an athlete, they need to take a break. So I commend her for coming back today.
She looks amazing.
I have been quite MIA on social media heading into this show purely because when I got there, this illness came back. So I've been struggling to kind of like deal with that. It's good in the fact that like the way me and Meg work and where my body's at from a condition standpoint, we're not needing to push like more or anything like that. So we've not had to, cardio hasn't had to like go back in or anything like that. The question, I'm just gonna say it now, I am doing another show. I know that a lot of people will be thinking like, you're mad, like your health, blah, blah, you've just placed like worse. In fact, like when I came off stage, Meg voice noted me and said, you know what, like this third place is actually massive, because she thought even the second call outs were stronger than the first call outs from like my previous shows. So actually like this is a huge win. I have had some feedback which is literally in front of me now, so I'm gonna actually read this to you guys so you can hear, because people are going to be wondering why like I'm doing more shows, especially being like unwell and everything like that. Obviously I'm only going to sign the contract once I am well, nothing is booked yet. However, Meg has booked her flight, so she will be coming, but nothing is fully confirmed until like I kind of am well again. I had my bloods taken yesterday. I had someone come round and they took my bloods. I had a shot of magnesium, so straight into the bloodstream, vitamin C, vitamin D, and glutathione as well. So literally injectable. You can't get stronger than that. So I actually woke up feeling like a lot better. I probably sound worse than I feel. I've actually been back to the gym today, had a really solid session. I hadn't trained before, so I hadn't trained before the show. I trained on Thursday, and I hadn't trained until Tuesday, which was, I hadn't trained until Wednesday, which is today. So like I have had like a good amount of time off. I've been trying to nap, had Thai massage, just everything I can to recover. Reordered all my supplements that obviously I've run out of and needed post traveling and stuff like that, you know, curcumin, some more vitamin D and K2, join in NMN from Trained by JP, what else, you know, just the standard stuff that I take, sea kelp, chase tree, omegas, krill, What else? I'm sure there's more that I'm missing. Calcium, you name it, I'm taking it. Zinc, magnesium, like, yeah. But we've had the blood work run. That should be back tomorrow, so we'll be able to see like where anything is at, and if I'm deficient in anything, then we can obviously use that to help. But obviously, like, I'm not stupid. Like, we have been on prep a long time, so to still be chasing it is a big ask on my body. Mentally, I can keep going and going and going and going and going regardless. Like, you guys have to remember as well, like, I'm pretty strong-minded. Like, through PMDD, I feel worse than like what I feel now. So like, it's one of them. Meg has said that we have to shut it down after this. This will be the 7th show, and it is the Romania Muscle Fest Pro. I feel like I've done this YouTube in a massive mess, and there's no order to it, so I do apologise. But given the feedback, this is why we feel we can continue. So I will read the feedback to you, and then let you know like the thoughts and everything around how I was feeling on show day and what I think could have affected a few things. So this was from the head judge, Sabina. Good morning, Kerry. First of all, congrats on your participation for this show. It was a pleasure to see you on stage. Your overall look on stage is impressive. What was a weak point at this show, and that you can improve for next time, is your midsection. It has to be more flat, particularly the lower part of your abs, and you need to control it better during the transition from front to back. You didn't keep it in. So, being unwell, it's hard to breathe, and I actually found that being on stage, like, I felt tired quite quickly. So as I was posing, these are actually things that I was mentally like knowing. Like, it was like I was out of breath almost, so it was harder to keep my core control, which has never been my feedback before. I do vacuums every day, and like waist trainers and stuff like that, and generally my core control is okay. So yeah, that's that. My conditioning of the lower body could be slightly on a higher level, but just a little bit. So therefore, she means that I could be a little bit more conditioned from the back. Now, comparing the photos from this show that I've just done to the previous show, the back looked tighter from the previous show. So I think where I was unwell, I think my body just wasn't quite like on from the rear. The food I was having, like, we tried a new protocol, so to speak, collecting data from show to show. You can kind of do that. I had sushi and Starbucks cake pops and some cheesecake 3 days before the show, which sat really well. My physique was like getting better and everything like that. But it seemed to be like after I ate that meal and was like relaxed, like the next day is like when I started to get ill, which I find sometimes when you're like bang, 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 and stop, relax, then you get hit. So maybe that's kind of like the case, because my food hasn't been low, so, and it has still been nutrient dense. Like, I have lots of fruit, lots of veg, obviously lots of whole foods, calories haven't been low, things like that. So I do believe that like some of this feedback is due to being like unwell, so to speak. So also, something that Meg also has said to me, my posing in the back pose, be careful with the quads, because you have them strong, so they can be dominated in this pose, and that can cause proportion between legs and glutes can be disrupted. But it is to fix. That is all from my side. I wish you good luck for your next show and a wonderful day. She also highlighted in some photos what she meant with regards to my midsection and then my quads. Now, these are easy fixes in our opinion. So yeah, at like other shows, I haven't had any feedback to say like being more conditioned. So that's why I think like generally it just comes down to me being unwell, and I think once I'm well again, the food and everything will just sit better and be able to give me that pop back that I had, because we went quite hard on food, to be fair, and it's not like I softened up too much or anything like that. It's just not. I just think it was literally the day I just didn't feel well at all. My body weight is dropping at the moment, which is good. So we are coming back down. So we will be like at the same condition set point as previous, where I've been told like you don't need to get any leaner. So I do think, like I said, it was just like my body being unwell, and it just kind of peaked a little bit differently. I was looking really good before going like on stage, I felt, but I did think like something is slightly off, and it was hard to pose, like I say. With regards to the quads, my feet were more turned out at this show than other shows, so I just need to turn my toes back in for that to be changed. I haven't had any feedback with regards to my quads from all of the 5 shows prior to this 6th show. So I'm really confident with the feedback that I have had. I spoke to Emilio after as well, and he told me he told me perfect, like there wasn't a lot in it, like between first, second, third, like first was truly deserved, second was truly deserved, 100%. I did look a bit off. My posing wasn't 100%, so you have to be at that top spot. All of those things have to be ticked off and correct, so I'm not like a sore loser or anything like that. Take it on the chin and move forward. I'm really, really, really happy. It gives me goosebumps as well that I'm consistently placing in this top 3, having this feedback. When I spoke to Emilio, he's judging at Romania as well. He pulled me aside and we spoke for about 15 minutes. He is a good friend of ours as well. We've known him for many years, and he said to me, which he told me at the athlete meeting and knew I was unwell, he said to me, please don't, he said you keep coming so close, second, third. He said please don't compete this weekend, as in literally this weekend. He said just take a break, refresh, eat some more food and recover, get lots of sleep, which obviously aligns with exactly what me and Meg do. So I've been napping, having Thai massage, resting, having some mental rest as well, and going to bed at literally like 8:30, so, and trying to sleep in a little bit longer as well. So we've kind of got all of that under control. He said that I should do the Romania show if I'm well enough, which obviously we've said if I'm well enough, that's going to be the case. I do feel so much better today, which is good. Like I wouldn't have gone to the gym if I knew I wasn't well enough, if that makes sense. Like I feel like this is just moving past now, so I just feel like by this weekend it should just be gone. I know I sound awful, but like I say, I don't feel that bad. I'm not hot sweating anymore. I'm being able to go about my day. Just had my hair done today, so I've probably got lines, stains on my head, which you can probably see from that camera, and generally just kind of doing bits, being able to do all my work, look after my clients and all that kind of stuff. I haven't stopped any of that, either with all the travel. So I think I definitely sound worse than I look. But yeah, like I said, I am super proud of this. Obviously it was literally back-to-back shows, so that's taxing on the mind, the body, everything like that. I know there'll be people out there who are thinking you're crazy, you're unwell, you're pushing your body too much, and I am, but I'm chasing this dream. I have a timeline in my life of how I see things in my life working with my future, which I'm not going to talk about now, but I really want to qualify for the Olympia at least once before I move on with other things in my life. That gives me goosebumps. So while we're in this condition and we've kind of found things that work and don't work and stuff like that, and with Meg being able to come to this next show, we just thought it would be a good idea if I'm better just to go again. So I know a lot of people out there will be judgy. I know people will probably comment on this, like, whatever, but maybe my mind is stronger than my body. Meg has said shut it down after this one, but where I'm at right now, like, the training session I had today was fire. Like, I'm not hating training, I'm not finding dieting, like, or the foods I'm eating like hard, or I'm not having any really hard moments or anything. I just kind of like, I'm just doing and I'm fine. So it's obviously just this illness. So the Olympia dream is very much still being chased. We'll just get more feedback for not being told like I'm too small or anything like that. It is literally just as I read. That is the similar feedback that I'm getting from the show before that, which was in Budapest. The difference between me placing first and second was the fact that I needed to stand up taller in my front pose. That was quite hard to take, to be fair, because that was literally the deciding factor of me winning or not. So that was quite a hard one to take. But so unfortunately, I don't have any actual stage footage to put into this video. However, posted here in a second will be the photos of the top 6. You'll be able to see that the placings are just right. A massive congratulations to Ivy for winning her 2025 Olympia qualification, and Chantel for coming second, and obviously to the other girls too for their placings. Jess Feeney up there again. So yeah, you can see when you look at my rear shot that I'm just not as, like, I don't look as in as the other girls, but like I say, the week previous to that, like, I looked more in. So it's not like I've put on body fat or anything like that. I generally think it was just the way my body wasn't really at its, you know, best. Have we reached our peak? Not sure. Will we look better next show? Hopefully so. We'll see. But yeah, it was an amazing lineup through all of the call outs. And yeah, I'm super, super proud of this placing. I can definitely hand on heart say that as well. So hopefully next time we get that win. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much like all I have to update you guys on. I'm training 1 day on, 1 day off, so trained today, full day of recovery tomorrow. I'm literally, my suitcases are over there. They're still like packed. I've just got a few things to change. Obviously Alicante was warm, Romania is not warm, so more tracksuits are going in, shorts coming out. Just got to get my supplements packed and we're pretty much ready to go. I've got a client shoot this weekend, which is a couple of hours away on Saturday. My throat is going again. So I'm gonna have everything. So I'm gonna have everything prepared before Saturday. I'm gonna have my flight, which I'm about to look at actually after this YouTube video, and after I've gone to pose with Mark. But I am gonna be, what was I saying? Looking at flights, getting everything sorted. I'm flying on Monday, so I'll be arriving nice and early. I like to get to these places early. The show isn't until Sunday. I do have a client competing in Romania as well on the Saturday, so I'm super excited to be able to actually get to be with her throughout her, you know, final days into the show, which is also really, really exciting. She's looking amazing as well, so I'm super excited for that. Things are busy, work still being, you know, continued, taking on new clients, looking after my current clients. They're still, as I said in the last video, top standard. Wherever I am, I'm on it with them, so nothing's like lagging in that respect either, which is something that is really important. Like, you have to remember, as much as like, you know, we're athletes, that we can't let other things slide. And my job is a massive passion of mine and a huge responsibility of mine. So I am very much like still just doing that. like they don't know, well they do know that I'm unwell, because they can probably hear it in my voice notes, and everyone's always telling me to take rest and blah and blah. They're really great, my clients, and if you're watching this, I'm super grateful for you. But everything has just continued as normal, unwell on show day or not. I've had clients competing on my show days for the past 2 shows. So when I came second, the second time, I don't know if I did a YouTube after that. Ed, behind the camera, I didn't, did I? So I did a YouTube when I came second in Italy, and then I came second again in Budapest, and then third now. So I didn't actually speak about that, but I had a client win a show on the same day that I was competing. It always works out quite well. In the UK, they're always on stage before me, so I get to do everything via my phone, and I'm communicating all day through FaceTime, WhatsApp and everything. So she won, and then I had another client win this weekend as well, which is amazing. And then obviously the next show, I've got someone competing this weekend, and I've got someone competing the day before me in Romania. So yeah, all work things and everything like that is still ticking along nicely, still looking after posing clients, all that jazz. Massive shout out to my sponsors, Protan, Compact. I'm wearing their athlete tee right now, which is, you can zoom in on that, an amazing t-shirt. Obviously I get all of my stage heels, jewellery, a backstage little bag, like everything I need I get from them. Also Alter Ego bikini, the green is staying. I just think it's my colour. I am tempted to ask Meg what she thinks about potentially wearing my hair straight, but still with a bit tucked behind my ear and with like a little bit of more like volume, just to mix up the look a little bit. But I have not had any feedback on my overall look, as in like the only feedback I've had is like, it's impressive. So that is like a huge win to have that from like all of the judges, to be honest, and that I have a wow factor, which is, it blows my mind, because like my mindset coach Rob Latty, he messaged me like, I hope you actually realise now that you are worthy of like being in these top spots, like, because I really struggled with self-belief. So he's like, I hope you actually realise that it's not just like fluke. Yeah, so the Olympia Dream is still to be continued as it stands this season. I am proud of this 3rd place. I really am. I know I've been at MIA on socials. That's not because I'm like a sore loser or anything. It's just because my time has had to be put elsewhere. I know I sound awful, but obviously I have been unwell. It is all nasal. It's not chest. But obviously my throat is dry from where I'm mouth breathing all the time. So yeah, obviously this sport pushes you to your limits. It's not a healthy sport. I never promote it as a healthy sport, and it is just one of those things that I have got unwell again. Is it smart to do another show? Am I chasing a dream? Yes. Am I ready to stop yet? Mentally, no. Gym sessions, like I said, are still great. Things aren't hard, like food's not low. We're where we need to be. The feedback that I've got is things that are easy to tweak. So it's just about getting well, getting fresh, and we have 10 or 11 days until the next show. So yeah, super excited. And thank you guys always for your continued support throughout my journey. It really does mean a lot, every single message, every single comment, and everything. It's been an amazing blessing to be able to travel around the world. I feel so grateful. My heart is full and blessed to be able to do this mentally and physically. And yeah, I'm very proud of myself for my season that I have had so far. If the Olympia Dream happens this year, it happens. If it doesn't, we'll be chasing it again next year, because I'm not going to give up until I have reached the Olympia Dream. And that is one thing I will say within my career, because that is something that I definitely want to achieve in my life. And obviously going into this show, like, I'm just going to go in with no expectations. You know, I always want to win. You know what the dream is. I want to win, but I'm just going to go in and have fun like I did at the last show, and I never get hurt by the placings. It stings because you're so close to the dream, but I quickly brush it off and go again, and that's how you have to be. Like, this sport, it just goes to show, like, honestly, sometimes, like, one of my friends, she placed in, like, I think it was like the sea of 16, so like in the third or fourth call outs, and then at this show she placed in the top 10. Like, it just goes like that, you know. I placed 11th at the start of the year, and now I'm getting seconds and thirds, so you kind of just have to take it, and it is what it is, and just keep going and keep trying your best and doing your best and giving your best, and that's all that we can do, and that's all that we have control over. Not worried about who's turning up or who's doing the show, just purely focusing on you. I think my main thing is it's really strange because I feel calm around showtime, on show day and everything like that. But I think, like, sometimes there must be an internal, like, cortisol spike or something like that, because when I'm in the gym, like, 3 days post show, like, the look is like, but we did the same protocol. So again, it could literally have just been that I was unwell. So we'll probably do that protocol again, and it could be a different outcome with being well again. So yeah, blood's coming back. See where we're at. Keep doing everything I can to be better with my health, and to be better as an athlete and just a person in general. And then, yeah, we fly out to Romania, given me being well. And yeah, we just keep chasing this dream. All the positivity, chin up always. And yeah, just let's keep doing this. Please like, share and subscribe. And like I said, I really appreciate all of your support always.